William Wilberforce was a British politician and activist over 200 years ago. He worked hard for 20 years to end the trading of slaves. He founded the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. He started the Church Mission Society. He influenced political leadership on education, healthcare and prison reform. His perseverance and compassion led to a great many good things, but he is best known for his role in helping end the slave trade in 1807. William Wilberforce was a Christian. When he was 26, he had a life-changing encounter with God and started seriously following Jesus, stopping old bad habits and starting new good ones, and in everything, trying his best to live a life of love for God and for others. William's relationship with Jesus fueled his political activism, and he fought hard with help from others to abolish the slave trade, which stole an estimated 11 million lives. British ships took African people as slaves, subjected them to extreme cruelty, and sold them all over the world. When William first started speaking out against it as an MP in the House of Commons, he was routinely ridiculed and hated by other political leaders. But he refused to give up the fight to get the law changed. Almost 20 years later, he had influenced political leaders, changed many minds, and culture had shifted too. And in 1807, the Slave Trade Act, which made the trading of slaves illegal, was finally passed. It wasn't the end of the battle against the existence of slavery, but it was an important and hard-fought victory that prevented many more lives being lost to it. William was many things. He was a rich guy who liked to gamble and also gave generously to the poor. He was a gifted speaker who was known for his strong arguments and sharp humour. And he was a sick man who suffered profoundly from gastrointestinal illness and battled an addiction to opiates for the pain. As a faithful follower of Jesus who read and studied the Bible, William would have known what it says about putting your faith in Jesus into action to help others in need. What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, "Go in peace, keep warm and well fed," but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. William said things like this:
"If to be feelingly alive to the sufferings of my fellow creatures is to be a fanatic, I am one of the most incurable fanatics ever permitted to be at large."
And he prayed things like this:
"O Lord, purify my soul from all its stains, warm my heart with the love of Thee, animate my sluggish nature and fix my inconstancy and volatility, that I may not be weary in well-doing."
William wasn't perfect. Like any Christian, he knew that he made mistakes and needed God's forgiveness and His amazing grace. In fact, he was influenced by the hymn Amazing Grace, written by former slave ship master and fellow abolitionist John Newton. William knew very well that he was a sinner in need of a saviour. But we remember and celebrate him today as an example of compassion and perseverance to work to end needless suffering, even when the system and its leaders try to justify it. William's resilient faith in Jesus led him to take actions that have made the world a better place. He shows us what can happen when followers of Jesus put their faith into action.